welcome to another episode of Author Fan Face Off. You know how it works. We've got one awesome author, in this case, 4 big fans, and we get them together to talk about one of the author's books. We're going to find out who knows more. I'm Steve Sheinkin, and my co-host is the leaping librarian, Stacey Rattner. Yay! Welcome to our author guest today, Torrey Maldonado. Thanks for doing it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're going to talk about your book, What Lane? And I've heard you talk, you're a teacher, which I think teachers make the best middle grade writers. I mean, I just feel like you guys know there's nothing like being in touch with kids every day and at that level. So, I mean, I've heard you talk about this book, even the title being inspired by your own experiences with students.
Yeah, it's a book that's close to my heart. It's a hashtag Own Voices book. I lived it, and it's also inspired by the students that I've been teaching for over 25 years. I don't look like I've been teaching for over 25 years, right?
That's impossible. Impossible.
I am going to introduce your challengers, which is a 5th grade class from Ohio. And I understand that you did a virtual visit with them, I think, right, recently? And
it was one of the highlights of my year.
After this, right? Or this second.
Well, this is going to go right up there. Let's make it a tie.
Yeah. So these guys are ready. I asked them what they were doing right before we logged on, and they said they were practicing. So they were discussing what questions they thought we would.
Practicing? No fair.
Math or ELA or science, but no, they were talking about. So,
okay.
Let's just jump in. You guys ready?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. All right. I am going to ask the class, what does Stefans bracelet say?
What lane?
Oh!
Wow. That probably, you broke a record there. Oh, the sound barrier. That was so fast.
All right. Well, and Torrey, what is on Wes's bracelet?
Oh, 3 very important letters. BLM, standing for what we all know, right? We can shout it out together. 1, 2, 3. Black Lives Matter.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right. Awesome. Kids in the class. All right. Spider-Man in Into the Spider-Verse. He's actually a Brooklyn teenager named this.
Miles Morales.
All right. They're tight. They're very good so far. All right, Torrey. When he was 9, Stefan made this New Year's resolution.
Oh, it's a New Year's resolution that I made when I was also about the same age as Stefan. Was it to eat more gummy bears? No.
I'm sorry,
Sour Patches. It was to speak up more.
Yeah. Say what's on my mind. Totally. You guys knew that too, right? Sure. All right.
I knew they knew it. They probably could have said the answer faster than I did.
I think they practiced the choral answering. So let's all right. 5th graders from Ohio. Chad pressures everyone to sneak into this building in the neighborhood.
The abandoned factory.
Wow.
How are they doing this?
How are they doing this? This is like a Jedi mind trick.
They did.
Impressive. All right, Torrey. Stefan and Wes use this online video as a guide to help them decorate their Halloween pumpkins.
I
love this.
They have these little mini pumpkins, and they go through a bunch of YouTube videos, and they realize that those videos are just way beyond their drawing skill. So finally, they end up with a drawing for pumpkins kindergarten video.
Now, is that a real video?
No, I made it up because I figured if I was drawing a pumpkin, I probably would need a drawing for kindergarten pumpkin video.
All right, class. I think they're getting harder now. We're getting down to things that may happen or are referred to one time in the book. What does Stefan's father do for a living?
He's a high school gym teacher.
He's a high school teacher. Do we find out what he teaches?
Oh, I think he's just a teacher. Yeah, I think he's just a teacher. Yeah.
Actually, I'm asking you, Torrey. Did we find out what?
I was listening to the question, wondering if you was asking me too.
No, I'm not for points, but I remember him doing his work at home and preparing for class. Does it say what he's teaching?
You know, now you're opening up the vault to the sequel to What Lane, because
Awesome. All right, we can say that.
yeah, we don't go into what he teaches in What Lane. He is, though. You ready for the secret? That the sequel secret? He's a history teacher.
Ah, beautiful.
Social studies teacher.
Fitting. History teacher. Awesome. All right. And I have a
Steve's
question
alley.
for Torrey. This one again is tough. But Leo the doorman makes a few little cameos in the book. And he loves to remind Stefan that he is from this place, this country. This is for Torrey.
This is for me.
Yeah.
This is, so I want to share something from behind the scenes that most people don't know. There was an actual doorman that I had when I was older, and he was from this place, and he would do this same thing that the doorman did with Steven. And I loved the name of the country because it reminded me of basketball, like the crossover. He was from Kosovo.
Yeah. Very good. We're not going to be able to stump these guys, I don't think.
This is to my 5th graders in Ohio. How does Stefan first learn about Tamir Rice?
From the Black Lives Matter board in the high school.
Yeah,
Amazing.
that's awesome.
These questions are kept strictly secret. There's no way they could have known about these.
We should check their ears. It feels like, you know, the answers are being fed into their ears. How do you know these
Yeah,
things?
what's that?
You guys rock. All right, Torrey, finish this quote from Stefan's dad. You have to think twice.
Before you act once.
Awesome.
Very
God,
good.
you guys rocked it.
You guys rock. But believe it or not, we have a bonus question that's it's just like a basketball game. I mean, you can't have a tie. So we've got a bonus question. There's no way this is going to end in a tie. It's multiple parts. Now we're getting into details, but of course the characters in this, and I'm guessing Torrey, you two are really into superheroes and comics. And so
1,000%.
yeah, Stefan and his friend Dan they're having a conversation with Chad, and they're talking about comics and particularly Black superheroes, and start naming some. And they're discussing that there should be more, but there are actually quite a few, and they start naming a bunch of them. And in my list, they named 7. So you know where I'm going with this. I'm going to give a point to each one that either team can name. So either you can just jump right in, but just do it.
It's just jump in.
Well, let me take one from the class if you have one.
Falcon.
That wasn't one of the ones they named, believe it or not.
Cyborg.
Yeah,
Yes.
Cyborg was one of them. All right, Torrey, how about you?
That's Stefan's Bay. Storm.
Yep.
Class?
Black Panther.
Black Panther, of course. Yeah.
Torrey?
Ooh, he has the same haircut as me. The Black Green Lantern.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is black one?
Yep, they mentioned it.
Class?
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage. Oh man, it's gonna come right down to the buzzer here. There's still 2 more.
There are 2 more. I don't remember them.
Well, either one then. Call out.
Is it for me? Is it my turn or their turn?
Torrey, you get the next shot if you
Okay.
have one more.
Oh, on the spot. The pressure. I don't remember.
Class?
War Machine.
War Machine.
Yes. Excellent.
You guys win. I think that's the clincher. And there was one more that we already talked about. We talked about his alter ego. Yeah, Spider-Man.
Class for the win.
Yes.
Fan face off, who will know more? Author fan face off, where can you score?
Wow. I wish when I could shrink myself down and zap myself to Columbus, Ohio, and be a student inside your class. You all are so awesome.
That's awesome.
Thank you.